You there? Shit. Why does I have sound? I don't have sound. Oh Lord. Chauncey. Hey! Hello. I sent the link to Chauncey. I'm just Iridium Farmer, and I'm hoping she gets it. Mama Beth, hello. Teresa, Miss Know It's I started a little early to make sure I could do it. Yeah, if we get Chauncey in here, it'll be good. Where is she? Hey, this is such a great film. This is gonna be fun tonight. We're gonna have fun. No drama zone unless we're talking about the movie. If y'all can hear the TV in there, my son and my husband are watching a race, Bristol night race. So if you hear screams from my living room, don't be alarmed. And I'm all the way in the kitchen, so I don't know. Oh, right, Mama Beth, I know, right? We need a little fun around here. How are you feeling? I know you're having a really rough time. I hope y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, you watched it? Oh, I've seen that movie 1,000 times. I bet I've seen it. I know the dialogue when it goes through. I can tell. I love it. It's one of my. If I had to go to a desert island, that'd be the film I'd take. Well, I'm glad you're on the mend. Teresa, sweet. Oh. Oh, well, Jesus. Well, we're not gonna have any Jesus moments here. I always get Hold on, let me make sure I got Chauncey here. She's coming, I swear. Yeah, Cab is so nice. And I need to go in there more than I do, because the last couple of days had taught me that where I've been going was a waste of time, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Bullying, yeah. I mean, but you know what? I mean, that word, I'll tell you what, like with Trisha, when she says she's, and I said I wasn't gonna do drama, but we'll just do a little bit of it. You know, if she says she's like bullied, no, you're not bullied, honey. You asked for it. Oh my God, I hope she made it. Chauncey, are you here? And I'll probably get more people. I'm sorry I'm being quiet. I'm waiting for her. We'll probably send more links though, so we can all get up here and talk like fools about it. But I've had enough of drama. I've had enough. No more. Not today. And then I've been on Twitter. I've been in Twitter jail for like 12 hours today. Twitter put me in jail. So I had to wait to get sprung. Isn't it, Mama Beth? It is. My grandsons were so transfixed on those butterflies. And now every time they see a butterfly, they think that it's one of hers. Teresa, I don't know. It said I violated Twitter rules and they put me in the can for 12 hours. So it must not have been that bad. They don't ever tell you what you did. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I probably needed it. And they're probably right. I needed a 12-hour cool off, but I could still like DM people. So But I was in jail. Got sprung literally 10 minutes ago. I am not lying. 10 minutes ago. Because I kept going, oh my God, this is not going to be good. And then when I finally, like, I went to like something or whatever, and to see how much time I had left, and it was like, you have 10 minutes left. And I was like, oh, come on. But I'm here. I got sprung. Chauncey, you there, girl? Wait a minute. Did I mute you? She's here. She's here. Well, she's over there. How do I get over here? Oh no. Chauncey. All right, I'm presenting her. Is she presenting? Is she presenting? I can't hear her. I hope I ain't got to put no damn headphones on. I don't know. Wait a minute. All right, now I got to figure out mine because I'm like, is she speaking? Because I can't hear her. I did? Hold the hell up. I'm not cut out for this shit. Mute microphone. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hide participants. My camera's on. Chauncey's mic is on. But I can't hear her. Oh, okay. See, I didn't want to put my headphones in, and I'm glad or I might have to. Because I can't hear you, so I might need the headphones. Hold on a second. I need my earbuds. I need my earbuds like now. Or stuff like that. Oh, you can't hear either. Okay, so you like check your microphone. Click it. No, you didn't. Not my good earbuds. You didn't.
Your pink headphones?
No, my earbuds with the mic on the.
Oh, it's over in the bags.
Oh, all right. Well, can you? One of the bags is in your room. Can you go look?
I don't know where Dad put it.
There's one in your room. I just said it. I'm having an argument with a 12-year-old. Hold on. Just go look. My cat. Oh, my cats are fighting. And one just fell in the trash can. All right, you might just have to hit your live mic. I don't. Do you know where my earbuds are with the mic? No, either, but I can't. Well, that sucks. Yeah, you might have muted yourself. Oh, hell, I might have muted you. Hell, I don't know. What, baby? Mom. What, babe? I'm live right now with tens of people in here. That's cool. And wait a minute, did I mute her? What is this? Why does it say muted? I don't want her to be muted. What kind is this? It might be me, Chauncey. Sure. I am live, Bone. There are literally tens of people in here. That's Harry Styles. No, that one. No, this is Harry Styles all day long. We're having a fight about the cat. That one's bigger. No, Harry Styles is bigger than Junior. That's Harry Styles. He grew up. What do you mean he's bigger? Oh, I think I muted her, but I'm trying to. I don't think I did. Hell, I don't know. Are you sure about that? Yes, son, I'm sure about that. Why? Get out. Your cuteness just wore off of me. Just wore off. I'm gonna boil the boy, not the cat. Hey, Crimson, how are you, my love? I'm doing good. We think we gotta fix Chauncey's mic, and my kids need to get the hell away from me.
No.
And then we're gonna talk about this movie and the stars. Marla Beth, stop laughing. I still got another cat just jumped right the fuck up here. Go, Harry Styles, go away, go away, go away. All right, I'm sorry. Well, I don't. It says I have her muted, or does it? Or do I need to? No, a minute. All right, what does the little block around her name mean? If I do that, it's off. No, I'm not an idiot. I'm deep fry the cat. I might. Right. Yeah, Miss Noah. So how much what they're saying that I'm doing something right now, and then I got like 3 cats up here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Dumbasses. Go on. Go on. God. And the kids, no. Out. Bye. Go. Kathryn, I'm going to mute this microphone and cuss you like a damn dog. Okay, she left. I swear to God.
I'm giving you content.
You're not giving me content, Kathryn.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
He fixed it. My husband fixed it. Wait, thanks, honey.
Now we can get started. Oh my gosh.
Yay, sorry about that.
No, I kept thinking I was muting you.
No, it was me.
I kept hitting the button back and forth. I probably wouldn't help it at all. Right, Mama Beth. My kids won't, all of a sudden my son wants to talk about, God damn it, there goes another cat. They are all over me right now. Okay, so Mama Beth just watched the movie again. And I don't blame her. I don't think I have to watch it again because I have it memorized. So, and how many of y'all out there have watched the film? At least once. Thank you, Crimson. We got it. We got it. We got it. Next week, I might even screen share. I'm not promising anything.
Ooh.
I'm not promising. I tried to do it today, and you can like run through the going on live and all that. So I was doing that, and then I actually had screen share, and I don't know. So Francis, get off another cat. Okay. Dozens of times, Teresa. Me too. Oh my gosh. You can't get any better than the women. You can't do it. Well, you could. But I don't know how we're going to start this. How are we even going to start this? I'll tell you one thing. The author, before we even get into the movie, the author, Claire Booth Luce.
Oh.
Brilliant. She came up with this film while she was in the bathroom of a nightclub and heard 2 women gossiping. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, I had not heard that.
She wrote the film. Well, the play. It was a play first. No, Teresa, I haven't. Which is it her My Way of Life or something like that? Because I'd love to find that book. It's hard to find. But yeah, she wrote the play. This was an amazing woman in herself. She was an author, playwright, war correspondent, was in the House of Representatives, she started the nuclear thermal energy, I think is what they called it then. Her bill started that. I had to write this down. She was present while several concentration camps were being liberated in Germany. Then she was the ambassador to Italy and then to Brazil. I mean, this was not a stupid woman, So, yeah, she came up with it in the bathroom of a nightclub,
Wow.
listening to two women gossip, and wrote the play. I can't imagine the play because it's so fast paced. Hey, Dawn. No, I didn't see that, Beth. 666 times. That's pretty good. Teresa, I've read so many biographies on her, and all of them say different things. So I always kind of like meet in the middle. Hey, Anna. If I missed anybody, just say, hey, you missed me. So we have this incredible cast. Incredible cast. Who's your favorite, Chauncey? Of the
Well,
cast.
I love Joan Crawford.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I can, yeah.
That's so weird. I hear like weird feedback when I talk.
Oh, do you have the
I think I need to mute something.
yeah, I think you need to mute the YouTube. Don't mute the Google Hangout.
Is that any better?
Teresa, I've been in jail.
Wow, that's
You
weird.
know that. I have to go back and look. So I probably didn't see it. Joan Crawford is one of my favorites too, but Rosalind Russell.
Oh, she was amazing. I loved Rosalind Russell.
It just hung off her. She was so brilliant. All of them were brilliant.
She was.
All of them were brilliant.
I liked Mary Boland too.
Oh, Mary Boland. Oh my gosh. I loved I should have written these names down. Marjorie Main. She was the one in Reno, the woman who ran the thing in Reno.
Oh.
She was amazing.
Yeah, she was great.
The woman who played Mary's mother, she was. I recently watched The Great Lie with Betty Davis and what's his face? Yeah, George Brent. And she was in that movie. I see, it's one of those things where The Women was probably one of the first old movies I watched, and I couldn't tell you where, when, or how. Oh, really, Dawn? Get in there and give me some pictures. But it fascinated me. And then because I was probably in my 20s, and then I was like, oh, okay, Joan Crawford. Oh, that's Mommy Dearest. We'll talk about that. Kitty Cat, how are you? Kit Kat, is everything good? Oh, I don't have any mods in here, do I? Yeah, let them talk. No, Rosalind Russell never took a break. Never took a breath. She was so brilliant. She was like the key character from scene to scene that she just kind of carried it with her, along with Mary Boland. And then obviously we meet Paulette Garter once we get to Reno. On the train to Reno, Joan Fontaine. Who was absolutely brilliant as a dimwit. I read her autobiography. She wrote it about her, herself. This wasn't a bio. And she was a bitch. I was kind of shocked. She was a real bitch.
Wow.
She tells a story about she had a daughter, her own daughter, and she went to some mountain somewhere in Central America, and there was this child starving to death, and she just took the child home with her with the promise that the child would return when she was 18 years old. So that child, I think she might have taken that child back to the mountains to your parents once or twice, but I mean, that's it in her, 17 years with her. So when the child turned 18, she said, all right, now you have to go back and see your mother. And the child refused to do it, so she never spoke to the kid again.
Wow.
Is that crazy? And
it's pretty harsh.
She wrote this out. She was like, and that's a kid you've raised. And she just never talked to her again because that child made her break her word or something. She was a rat. Look, not that I'm saying love them, But I mean, you know how prim and proper she is in all of her roles.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Wow.
Not so much.
Shannon, do you have?
And then
I
I
was gonna
read
say sound better.
Rosalind Russell's autobiography, which was Life's a Banquet. And do what?
This is very strange. Hey, the people in chat, can you hear me okay?
Oh, Dawn, you want to be in the autumn all cuddled up? Yeah.
This is so weird. Okay. I don't know why I don't have you. Well, it sounds better now. Okay, never mind. I was hearing weird feedback, but it sounds better now.
Here, guys.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Crystal says so.
Great.
Me? Wait a minute. Hold on. On oscillate. Let me see if I put it because it was oscillating. I'm hot. Yes. And then see, they're on a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
A slight one, probably just like a couple seconds. So all right, so then we go through. All right, Paulette Goddard. Excellent. I don't even know. There's nobody in that film that wasn't wonderful.
No, they were all
no
great.
one in that film. Hey, Gary Dennis. Yes, handsome man. And if you people from the porch want to cause trouble, I don't see it right now, but feel free to do it. You've given us a few times, so do it. Start from this movie. You know, it was the internal. Joan Crawford was never happy unless she was in a feud with someone. And hey, Stewie, and her and Norma Shearer and her were gross. I heard that when it was the first day of and Norma went separate limousines circling the stage because because they didn't want to get there first.
Wow.
So they just circled the stage for a while before they even came in. And this was one of those with Joan, when she did Grand Hotel, which was a huge cast as well. Huge. And this was kind of the her movies of the 30s I loved.
I just have not seen a lot of them. I've had the impression going into this that I had seen a lot of old movies, but I don't think I have. I remember her most from Mildred Pierce, and then I remember Norma Shearer from Marie Antoinette. So seeing both of them in this movie was kind of a shock for me. Neither one was.
It was a shock to them too.
Neither one was what I was expecting, I guess. Norma seemed she always kind of
they were complete opposite. Or Norma,
like personality wise.
Well, Norma, was probably Norma Shearer was pretty brilliant. And you touched on it in one of your tweets when she married Irving Thalberg. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she sure
Joan
did.
Crawford was so insecure. She was insecure about her because a lot of these people started on the stage, and she didn't. She came out of a dance hall in Pittsburgh or something.
Right.
Joan wasn't educated. She left school, I think, in 6th or 7th grade. She wasn't very tall, but back then you really didn't have to be. So I think that people thought they were better than her. So she developed these, rivalries. Yeah, darn right. Norma was absolute Hollywood royalty. So, she when Joan married Douglas Fairbanks Jr., back then Pickford, which was Mary Pickford and
Douglas
um
Fairbanks.
I can never remember names when
Douglas
I'm live.
Fairbanks.
Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks, that was their home, Pickford. And they would have dinners and weekends. And Joan, who was she wasn't doing too bad in movies, was never invited. So Joan just said, screw it, I'll marry the son. I'll get up there somehow. Right. So she married the son, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. I think trying to get some of that Norma Shearer, trying to, I don't know. Today I watched a couple of interviews that Joan did with like David Frost and, back in the day. And she even admitted, that she had an inferiority complex.
Mm.
She never appeared on Broadway. Anything live scared the hell out of her. She didn't want to do it. And these other women were in plays, and I guess she thought like a dancer in the second row. So, I think. I think. But when they did the movie, they ended up, her and Norma had two different. So I think Virginia Gray, who was film, she is a co-worker of Crystal's. And with Steven, she's the one giving her gruff, like, what, she got a hangover, and that's Virginia Gray. She was shooting another movie, and they shot that one scene, right? And then they said, you're gonna have to come and reshoot it with Joan's cameraman. Enormous.
Oh.
So this was a cluster.
Yeah.
Sesame! Oh, I love flying out tackles. So this was a cluster from the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't. Michael Cortez did it. Or was it Cortez? I don't know. I can't remember his name either. To get all those women. I mean, I've worked with only women before, like 90% women. Let me tell you, if
Yeah.
that doesn't, yeah, you gotta hone your senses on that stuff.
Yeah, it can create a tense environment. A cutthroat environment.
So your favorite was Joan, and
I loved her.
mine is
Yeah.
Rosalind.
Oh,
I
well,
think.
yes, I loved her too. And
God, Marjorie Main, I loved her too, and the Countess. I loved the Countess. I really loved them all because you fall in love with all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Sassy Cat.
Hi, Sassy Cat.
Yeah.
And Sesame. Hi.
Sesame.
So was this the movie where Joan insisted on knitting very loudly while Norma was trying to do some close-ups?
Feedback.
She got Oh, do you hear? I don't have YouTube. I don't have YouTube turned on. Are you hearing feedback?
Yes.
Hmm.
All right, well, should be a little delay, but yeah, this is that film. This is the only film they did together. They did this film, and I think Joan stood in for at one time when she first started. Norma was doing a film, Twins, where she played twins. So this was the only film they had together. thank you, Jesus, for it. Kukyo, that's what I get quit. McChristen. Chris, you're right. You're at Lowe's. Sassy cat. Hey, how you doing, honey? Well, this, when in the when this thing starts, when they have that rolling, they start with the dogs out there fighting, and then they do that sweeping roll of all the acting. It's so fast paced. And I've watched that movie for 25 years. And the
Wow.
other day I watched it and just now caught something that I had never heard before. I mean, that's how fast it is. I warn people that borrow it from me. I'm like, watch it slowly. I mean, watch it once and then go back and watch it again because you really do miss half of it.
Yeah, it really is fast paced, and the talking is so fast too.
Hey, Willow. Oh, you're locked out of your Twitter. I'm on from my Twitter there, Willow. So welcome to the chain gang. That's all right, Willow. We know you got stuff going on. Everybody's got stuff going on. We're just glad you're here now. Yeah. So Willow, we've already covered we haven't really covered a lot. We covered our favorites in this movie. Mine and Iridium's is Joan, but we love all of them. And we're just going through that sequence of the beginning that is so cute. I absolutely love it when they play it. And then we end with Rosalind Russell on that, getting those nails done. Oh, I love that woman so much.
She was fantastic. And I don't think I'd ever seen her in another movie.
She is. Y'all hear my? Oh, we've got to talk. She is so brilliant. So you've never seen like his girl Friday?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. She was also in a Jean Harlow movie, China Seas, with Jean Harlow, Clark Gable, and Rosalind Russell. Rosalind was in a lot of films, but she was always like a character actress from a large part of it, and I could not figure out why because she is brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite. It was later in life. It's Auntie Main. That's one of my favorite movies of hers. Oh, she's done so many good ones. So, we have got to get you up.
Wait, she was in.
She
was in Auntie May. Is it Auntie May? Auntie May. Now I did see
Auntie
that.
Main, yeah.
I saw that movie.
Now, see, there's two of them.
Oh.
Lucille Ball did one, and that was a straight up musical. And then who played? Yeah, Rosalind Russell played Mame on Broadway, kind of a shoe-in, to come in and do the movie. So yeah, if you've seen that and you've seen Rosalind Russell,
oh, well, I love her.
There you go. She was in Grease. My girl. Oh God, she was in so many excellent films. I'm trying to think of more of them, and I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. There's not a movie that she's in that I don't love. I'm trying to think of more, and I'm drawing a blank.
She was the principal. She was the principal in Grease.
Yes.
Oh my God! Really?
The Trouble with Angels is an excellent movie. She plays a nun, and that is the funniest, cutest movie. When autobiography, she is just amazing. She was so amazing. Oh my God! Yeah.
Tawana says that My Girl Friday is on Netflix right now. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, there you go. You gotta watch it. That's
I'm making a list.
Cary Grant and I can't remember the guy's name. The third guy. We got to get you up on that. Like about her nephew, Auntie Main was a real woman. And written by the nephew. Didn't end well, but as well as Auntie Main's did. But that's a bio. Yeah, sassy. You see, mine looks like I'm loading.
Oh, in
Chris,
your
a whole new setup. My is going in at Nippy.
Oh, she wasn't in Grease.
Nippy.
Okay.
No, that was you thinking of Eve Arden.
Oh.
Who was another one. I love Eve Arden. Eve Arden now, Iridium was in Mildred Pierce. She was the the woman who when Mildred walks into the diner and she hires her, that's Eve Arden.
I loved Mildred Pierce. I'm gonna have to rewatch that too.
I've watched it a million times.
That's wonderful.
And I've got so many favorites. I have so many favorite actresses. And I'm cutting it out, Teresa. I think I know it's me. It's my Wi-Fi. I've always said if a bird farts outside, I'll use my Wi-Fi. Nippy. Hold on, I'm cutting out again. I know. I'm gonna wait for it to stop. God bless America. Here's the whole studio. I need a whole studio. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's okay.
this is what I was talking to Rim about earlier in DMs. Is we can go through 30s movies, 40s movies, or we can go through by actress, because there's several ways we can do this. And I don't think anyone. I think we. And we're going to start with the women. Obviously. Oh my God, we talk about Eve Arden. That's a whole new avenue right there. We go through Irene Dunn, then we do Betty Davis, and then we do Jean Harlow, and then we got to do the boys. You got to do, and Kathryn Hepburn. You stupid not to do her. And then we go through the boys, and sassy, yeah. There's no bad way to go, but we're right. All right, so. Now, who has ever been asked this question? Because I think this drives it home too. If you're a woman who's been cheated on and you watch the women and you see Mary go through this with her head up high and all that, I remember when I watched it thinking, no, that's not how things are. You rip his head off. I love y'all too. Yes, Nippy, Vivian Lee. Oh my God, there's so many. We need a dry erase board. Gene Kelly, yes.
Love
It's
Gene
my
Kelly.
fucking never mind. Oh, I didn't mean to cuss. My shit always does this. Always does this. Oh, Vivian playing Scarlet. Everybody tested for Scarlet. Everybody tested for Scarlet. And I can't imagine anyone else doing it but her.
Yeah. Did you ever see there's a YouTube of all of the screen tests put together?
I have, and isn't it amazing?
Paulette Goddard tried out for Scarlet.
Everybody's, even like cleaning ladies tried out for Scarlet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody tried out for Scarlet. There's those books, I have to go find them, and these are the only read biographies, true stories, whatever. I gotta go find them now. But there's a series of books that I bought, and it's like these three friends, and it goes through every era of Hollywood, and I'm just now I stopped reading them, but I was Hey, Johnny B. Johnny B, you know you love a damn good old movie. Now sit down. But it's these three characters go through other people like they're meeting. One girl is trying out for Scarlet, and another one is a reporter, doing the gossip page, and the one guy's a writer. Shannon, please. Okay, we do that with Douglas Fairbanks. That's yeah. I mean, this is like I said. This is our show. Our show. If there's something you want to talk about, you let us know. We talk about it. We pop you on panel. We talk about it. Let me see. What books are we reading?
Oh, this was about the book Mildred Pierce and that remake with Kate Winslet.
And see, I watched three episodes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so I watched one, and I get so offended. But it was good. I know that it was by the book. The movie was the first movie.
Yeah.
They would buy rights to a book and then just destroy it. But yeah, Clark Gable and Cary Grant, absolutely. We have to get into all this. And see, like I will read books now like The Fixers, and it's about Eddie Mannix and Howard Strickland. They were the publicity guys in Hollywood, and it tells a story about everybody. It's not like a biography. It tells a story about every star they had and the trouble they had with them.
What is
I
that
read books
called?
by directors. It's called The Fixers.
The Fixers.
And it's Eddie Mannix, who was publicity for MGM, and Howard Strickland, and they would actually get the phone calls before the police would when something went down. So they could get there, and like when Jean Harlow's husband, no one called the police first. They called Howard Strickland and Eddie Mannix. And they called people, and to the house. The cops weren't called till later. And they took all the bad stuff out. And if like Spencer Tracy was a notorious drunk, and they had to give a special squad on him, who would just sit outside and do a fight and then cart him off. It's an interesting book.
I gotta read
Montgomery
that.
Clift Montgomery Clift. I was just watched the other day A Place in the Sun. Oh, that's such a good movie. Yeah, Zachary Scott, Sassy, he was so good. He was so good in this. So was I'm still no wait a minute. Y'all are getting me off topic. Talk about Mildred Pierce. I love Mildred Pierce. We could talk about I love that film. Yeah, Teresa, he did. He was, I think it was his second wife died inexplicably in a car wreck. And he then supposedly married Tony Mannix, who was involved with George Reeves. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, James Dean. 3 films from James Dean. Can you imagine? He only did 3 films. That again. And can y'all imagine if he'd lived, what we would be, what would be his legacy? I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the women. Y'all stop trying to get us off topic. But I keep saying, gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna get back on the women. All right, so Mary, our girl Mary. Who would I don't know if I would have John, yeah, that's one of my favorites too. So do you think that Norma Shearer loved Irvin Berlin? Irvin Albert.
I'm sure she did.
I think she did too.
Oh, no, I
I
meant
think
Irving Berlin.
Oh, Irving Berlin. Yes, we all love Irving Berlin. Do you think she loved Irving Thalberg?
So, you know how Wikipedia sometimes appears that it has been cleansed?
Yes.
Uh, I swear that some years ago, I had read an account of what happened between the 2 of them, and he was kind of like the Doogie Howser of MGM, and when she
He
first
was
met
the
him
Wonder Boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
when she first met him, there was some weird introduction where she didn't realize who he was, um, but he just pursued her and pursued her and pursued her, and finally she said, "Okay, I'll marry you," and the feeling that I had from reading that other account was that she knew it would be great for her career and he wouldn't stop pestering her. But I went back and read to prep for this, read in Wikipedia about her, and they have it written as if it was like this grand romance. So I don't know what the real story is.
All
I
right, I
guess
know
there's
the real story.
no way to
I
know, but
know the real story.
oh, you
Hey,
do, you do.
Trisha, I do. I know, and this is from the books that I've read. Tell the same story. Berg was the boy wonder. He was a sickly man,
Mm,
so a slight man too. Wasn't huge, and he became obviously a producer. Though he is not credited on one film that he produced except for the last one before his death. We'll get into that. I don't know why he insisted upon that, but he did.
hmm.
Actually, there was three sisters, the Talmadge sisters, and they were three beautiful sisters. One of them married, I think, an executive uh, to MGM or something. One married Buster Keaton, and there was this other one that Irving Thalberg was obsessed with. I can't remember. I can't remember. It might have been. I don't know. It was one of the Thalmadge sisters. I mean, he was obsessed. So him and the boys would hit these brothels. Um, there was a brothel that when the woman who ran it was the spitting image of Mae West, and all of her girls looked exactly like a certain star. So you could come into that brothel and say, "I want Irene Dunn tonight," and you would get someone who looked like Irene Dunn. So when his buddies were up in the rooms of the brothel, he'd sit the paper. Um, So then I think the sister that he fell in love with ended up getting married. She didn't want anything to do with him. Well, Norma chased him around. Chased him around all over Hollywood. She was everywhere he was, and finally he asked her to marry him. And so it was kind of reversed. She chased him
What?
all over. Yeah, she chased him, and so and she got the roles. She got them. That's the man who married Jean Harlow. Paul Byrne and Irving Thalberg, they were both pretty brilliant. And if one of them fell in love with you, you had some great films. So Paul Berg was in love with the actress named Barbara Lamore. She was a silent film star. That's a tragic story we can talk about one day. He fell in love with Jean Harlow, and he bought her contract from Howard Hughes, which was Howard Hughes charged him a lot of money to get Jean Harlow out of his contract. And Norma Shearer, of course, and in the whatever good films came into MGM, Norma got, which is another reason why Joan Crawford couldn't stand her. Because at this point, Joan Crawford was married to, I want to say, Frank Otone,
She
and
was.
he was a stage actor. Yeah, and he was a stage actor, so he would take her back to New York, and they would watch a play, and she would come back to Hollywood and say, Irvin, I saw this play, I would love to do it. if we can get the movie. And all of a sudden, Norma Shearer, which was another reason why Joan Crawford couldn't stand Norma Shearer.
Ah,
Because
okay.
she was the boss. Yeah, that was that's there was, like I said, there were some things in there that were legitimate, but a lot of the stuff I think was just on her. So, but they
I
couldn't stand each other.
Yeah, I have got what other books are you reading? Because I love juicy old Hollywood
Okay,
gossip, and I'm not getting it apparently from reading Wikipedia. They're
I'm just
leaving
gonna
all
have to.
the
You
good
know what?
stuff out.
I got the good stuff.
You do.
I'll make a list. I got them everywhere. Um, I haven't read one on Norma Shearer though, and I haven't read one on Out There. They'll be next on my list.
Okay.
But I'll make a list, because I mean, like I said, these stories over and over. So hold on. Did y'all hear that? There's a wreck. My son and my husband are watching the Bristol night race, and they just wrecked. You'll hear them screaming in there. Just please ignore them, idiots. The books together. I will, because I've got them all. I've got like Mary Astor. Oh my God, her. Oh, I heart you right back, Dana. Um, I just pick them up. Like I'll read one book, and then I'll have a blank bookmark, and if I see a name that I don't know, or there's a story that's interesting, I'll write that name down. Um, and then I'll go find a book on them. And so I have all this worthless knowledge about anything. No, no. I mean, I can hold my own at a cocktail party.
Yeah.
So, but it's basically worthless knowledge.
It's
Two
not
streams a week.
worthless.
No, it's not to me either. I think, I mean, I can. My cousin Todd is gay. When I say gay, I mean he's like Mayor McGay of Gayville, and he got married. And so at the reception, let me tell you what: if you can hold your own at a gay wedding reception, going from Hollywood to Frank Lloyd Wright to American Heiresses, you're doing something.
Yeah, that's
And
impressive.
I was like, we ain't even talked about the American Heiresses yet. Sassy, I only buy used books from Amazon. I will rarely. I did get the Fatty Arden new room about that scandal. I bought that new, and I felt but no, I always get my books on Amazon used. I ain't stupid, and I have them around here like trophies. I won't get rid of them. So I do have. I know all about this stuff. Oh, Dada, that's sweet. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. So we got to talk about the women, though. Come on.
Okay.
We got to talk
Okay.
about the women. Oh, and another worthless fact. Okay, Norma Shearer was so jealous of Joan Crawford's costumes, right? Because Adrian did the costumes, and y'all remember in the women that one sequence of color where they have Adrian's design. He was a top, designer. Tacky, but I mean effective. She was getting pissed off because Joan Crawford kept getting all these beautiful dresses because she was the vamp, right? Mary was supposed to be this housewife, and mother, and Joan Crawford was the vamp. So of course she's gonna have sexier clothes. So Norma Shearer showed her ass, and there's the scene when Mary confronts Crystal Allen in the room, and Joan Crawford is in a gold dress with a gold turban.
That turban.
And a turban, yes. If you watch that fashion show, he was into the turban hats.
Oh God, that fashion
And
show.
she, that thing cost, I want to say, oh, I can't remember how many thousands of dollars that. And Joan held her own because Norma Shearer didn't want her to wear it. And they changed the dress 12 times, but Joan came out on top with that damn
Wow.
gold dress. And then the dress at the very end, that really gold one, that thing was about $10,000, their price.
Wow.
I can't even imagine what that is now. And Joan won that one too. She was gonna wear that dress. So there was just battles through this, all back and forth. If one actress filmed a scene with one of them, like Virginia Gray, then she had to go back and do it. And so a 3-day shoot ended up being a 7-day shoot because what sassy, because like the cameraman. I mean, can you imagine the nightmare these women were? The absolute nightmare. Turban and a dress, sassy, yes.
Now
And Joan
Norma did
Crawford wasn't but like 5'2".
Norma did get
Anything
one
she wore,
beautiful dress, the black dress that she wore during that confrontation scene, I thought was gorgeous. That gown
yes.
was beautiful.
And see, I would love to. I always think when I watch the fashion show, and it's such a stark when it goes back to black and white, and there's that heiress that's wearing the princess, whoever, and she's wearing that red and white block dress. And that's one that shit. Rosalind Russell accuses her of flirting with her husband right after the fashion show. And you know that it's red and white, but when it goes back to black and white, it's like, good Jesus. I mean, what I wouldn't have given to see the color of their real dresses.
Yeah.
They were really wearing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'll look in the background and I'll look at chairs or a statue or a clock, a picture, and I lose my thought. That's why I have ADD. That's why I have to watch movies to see what's happening. I'm the same way with Doris Day movies. Don't get me started. Constant fights. And I haven't read, I think, and when I read Rosalind's autobiography, she just talked about the rest of the actresses just stayed out of, you tried to stay out of sight. Because when those two went at it, you were done for the day. It was not going to get resolved that day. As stupid as who's going to arrive at the damn studio first. They rode around for an hour. Oh, thank you, Tawana. I appreciate it. We're trying here. I know there's a lot of drama going on. So people in the drama, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Yesterday I made up my mind. I cannot do any more drama. I would rather stick a nail gun in my face and pull the trigger. I'm not doing it at all. So, feel better, Tawana, darling.
Yeah, I hope you feel better.
Oh, I don't. Oh. I hate it. Shannon, you love England and the Brontes. Dad, I would love all of England. Wuthering Heights, give me that break. I love that film. Have you ever seen that film, Iridium? Wuthering Heights?
I've seen multiple Wuthering Heightses.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you mean the black and white?
Want to feel better? More. Help me out. Laurence Olivier and why can't I think of her name? Merle Oberon.
Really?
Merle Oberon.
Laurence Olivier played Heathcliff?
Yeah. And
He
David
doesn't
Niven
seem like a
played
Heathcliff.
right?
No.
But it works. Yeah, he did. Laurence
Mm,
Olivier and Merle Oberon and David Niven played the uh what's your name's husband? I can't think of names all of a sudden.
I can't think of his name either.
Sassy, yeah, but you know what? All right, they say that there's not one man in the women, but my daughter found one, and I was shocked because I'd watched it 100 times and I'd never seen it. But when they at Mary's for the luncheon, and Joan Fontaine is holding that magazine, going, "Oh, look at little Mary, isn't she a dream?" There's a man on the back of the magazine, and that's the only thing I can find. Every time that scene comes up, I'm watching it like, there he is, only man.
I've got to go back
There
and
he
watch
is. Yeah,
the one that
he's right on the back of the magazine.
the
It's
one that I
saying
saw.
Lawrence and Libby.
Really, I've got to
Go
go
ahead.
back and see that. The best one that I had seen so far was had Ray Fiennes and Juliette Binoche.
Oh, okay. So
I loved it.
yeah, we're talking. Oh yeah, you got to
Very
go back
original.
and watch Laurence Olivier.
All right, I got to write that
That's
one down too.
yeah. I don't doubt it, Sassy. Everything. Yeah, all the animals were. You know, I was wondering if they did the remake. They did the remake. I don't even want to talk about the remake. I can't even discuss. In fact, I think my mother bought me and gave it to me as a gift.
Oh no.
And 10 seconds of it was a no. There's not redo. Hey, there are certain movies you cannot redo. When Ashton Kutcher and what's his name remade Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I cannot. Wait a minute. Dad saying I used to, so I could have walked into Harrods and got some cocaine. You see, that's where I needed to be.
They used to put it in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, they did. And cough medicine.
Mm.
I read the label on some kind of cough medicine, and I was like, "Hells yeah!" It had like all kinds of opiates and cocaine. I'm like, that would definitely cure it. I mean, you wouldn't give a damn. You're coughing up a lung. You're like, I need some more medicine. Yeah, you
Oh,
have to. It's really good. Merle Oberon is so gorgeous.
she
Oh,
was.
she was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I see it.
and beside Laurence Olivier, he looks so huge, and I don't think he is. I don't think he was that huge. I might be wrong, but you know how you can never gauge. Um, like I saw Tom Cruise at a race in North Wilkesboro, a NASCAR race in North Wilkesboro, and he walked right by me, and he was there with can't oh well, it was right before he did Days of Thunder. He walked by me, and I thought I thought kid, because I'm 5'7", because I thought it was like a teenager, and then my mom was like, "Oh my god, that was Tom Cruise." I'm like, "No, that was a no, it won't." It was. How do I feel about Cappy? Who's Cappy? Yeah, Tom is very short. Hey, Laura. I mean, shockingly short. Lawrence looked swarthy and dark. He did. He did. When he came back, oh, he was so horrible. I mean, I know that's the story, but oh my god, I just hated him. Tom Cruise is like 5 foot. I don't know who is Isaac Cappy. I don't know who that is, or do I? Yeah, Don, I've heard that too. Because, I mean, I don't like Tom Cruise either. I do not like Tom Cruise. And it's not, I mean, I hope it's not motivated by anything other than I think he's just horrible.
I was thinking of Leslie Howard this whole time.
Oh, Leslie
When you
Howard. Oh, I was
said
that.
Laurence Olivier was Heathcliff, I was like, Leslie Howard? That's why I was so
Leslie Howard.
confused.
God. I know. See, we should just right now. We should just be discussing old movies, and then we should be movies because we're talking about them all day long. To keep like because I got ADD. I jet out in 5 different directions. So does everybody else. It's kind of like when you. Sassy, you and Teresa were separated at birth. The Scientology is that. You know what? Lori, I don't. Yeah, it might be the Scientology. He just looks gross, and it might be the Scientology for me too because I can remember him talking to Matt Lauer about saying that Matt Lauer didn't know anything about psychology like he did. Like, well, Tom Cruise knew everything.
That was
Like,
so ridiculous. Didn't he have like a 6th grade education? I remember that when he was yes, he lectured everyone and said,
oh yeah,
"You don't know the
he
history
might
of
have got.
psychiatry. I know the history of psychiatry. Doesn't know anything."
And
Made a
I was
complete
wanting to
fool
yell,
of himself.
yes, he needs to take a pill. He
He
needs a
might.
pill. Because, I mean, and then they don't tell you, but I mean, Scientology, he actually believes, and he is in the upper echelons of this scam, that half of our DNA, I think it's half, it might be more, came from aliens,
Alien.
and that we're all going to go back to some planet. Really, Tom? Really?
L.
Dennis, you
Ron
had a
Hubbard.
crush on Betty Davis? Oh. I think he can read. I think he's dyslexic. I think. Pretty sure. But you know what? Oh, I got a story about Betty Davis. Skipping around people. I'm sorry. When I get these informations, I have to throw it out. I was reading a book about Edith Head. Y'all don't know who Edith Head is. She is a very famous costume designer. I think she won 8 Academy Awards. And she is responsible for some pretty iconic looks. Well, she was doing All About Eve, and she had to. In this book, she described almost every actress's flaw that she would have to cover up. Somebody had a big butt. I can't remember who that was. She had to try to cover that up. Another person had a long neck. Um, there were things that she had to hide with the clothes. So she got All About Eve, and she met with Betty Davis. Betty Davis refused to wear a bra because she thought it caused breast cancer. But her breasts were pendulous, and every time I do one of my Shannon Bear parodies, or you'll hear me use the word pendulous breasts. I got it from Edith Head. They hung down to her waist. Okay. So she had to try to hoist those tits up without a bra because that Betty wouldn't wear one, and to get them in there, right. So she kind of came up with the almost the putting a long line bra in the dress. Kind of and if y'all don't know what a long line bra is kind of a bustier. Just doesn't go down as far as a bustier does, I guess. So she had to hoist up Betty Davis's boobs in this dress. Now, every time I watch a Betty Davis movie, I look at her chest to see, and that's gross. But I cannot watch a Betty Davis movie now and not look at her breasts and picture them to her damn waist. Just flow. I mean, she was basically Mama Bear. Can you believe it?
She should have just worn a bra.
Yeah, no, well, she ended up getting breast cancer anyway. So it's just she wouldn't do it. But yeah, she ended up actually getting breast cancer.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you read the books, like Edith Head, and she talks about all the other actors and what was going on and hiding pregnancies, and she actually said the one person that she ever designed for who she did not need to hide one thing on them was Grace Kelly.
Mm.
From head to toe, as we suspected, all along. So she stressed that she designed for her, because she wasn't hiding big boobs and pregnancies and. Oh, well, Teresa just unhooked her bra. Yay! Yay! And so when all right. Oh, Edith Head, are you kidding me? She was amazing. Absolutely amazing. What that woman did, what that what she wasn't really much of a costume designer. She kind of lied and said she could draw when they asked her, to work in the costume department. She couldn't draw. She figured it out. But yeah, she kind of had no background at all. But damn, eight Oscars tells you. I love Grace Kelly too. Rear Window. Um, then we get into all of Hitchcock stuff, which is great, and we still not finished. You people are getting me off topic.
I love the part of the fashion show with the monkeys.
Right? I mean, Adrian was that weird.
He was
that
quite weird.
Weird.
And to then have a sign on the monkey cage that says, "Please don't feed the monkeys," but they're all feeding the monkeys. And the monkeys are wearing the same. Yeah, the monkeys are wearing the same clothes that the women are wearing. So we had to make like a
You cannot make that up.
a mini monkey version of each of these outfits and get the monkeys to wear them.
And that woman, when she says, they're going to do these fashions now and the future too. And I mean, obviously some of them are just hideous.
Hideous.
Like there's some of them are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But I mean, like the coat with the hand with the ring on it.
Oh
and
my
then she
God.
opens it up. And hey, where are you wearing that?
That
Where
hand,
are you wearing that?
that startled me when I first saw that because I didn't notice it at first. And when she took her hands away, I was like, there's a human hand there.
Man, where are you wearing that garment? I mean, obviously to a pool. No, Sassy, please do. We can get you on here. That's why I said there are so many possibilities to this. Because there's so many great old movies, old actors, costume designers, directors, and we can go on and on. And it's gonna be hard, like to rein it in. Like right now, I'm trying to rein it in on the women, and it is so hard because I think all of us are like, I mean, you mention one actress, and then you have to go through that actress's stuff, and it's an exciting topic. It's people usually are very passionate about this stuff, about old movies, because it meant a lot to them.
Yeah.
The one dress with the eyes on it. Oh yeah, the one that Miss Fowler, Sylvia wearing. Oh my God. That was such a good one. And then hats. I miss hats. I tried to bring the hat trend back. It didn't work. I tried.
You can wear
it
a
just
hat.
didn't work. I mean, I did, and I You know, I love the hat. I love and if you notice in a lot of these movies, they'll say, "Get her some sherry. Go get her some sherry." And you drink a little bit of sherry to bring you back around. I've never had sherry in my life,
Me neither.
and I was gonna go buy some. I don't know what stopped me because in a lot of my movies, all at the same time, it was like, "Go get her some sherry." Oh, you need some sherry. I'm gonna get drunk on sherry and watch a movie. Hell, why not? So I mean, I gotta go try that. But that was like a big thing back then too. Then I got like a book of old mixed drink recipes. I would love to have some of my friends over and watch no movie, but my friends don't get on movies. Like my peer friends, they don't get it. And I'm like, what do you mean you've never seen? What do you mean you've never seen The Women? You dumbass. Yes, you have. And like, no, they have not seen it. They don't know what I'm talking about.
Wow. We should get on a hangout
That's
in all our separate
get
locations and then all get a drink and then watch the movie at the same time.
good. Oh, that would be. We should do that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, that would be so fun. Sassy, I'm gonna go by Sherry too. I'm gonna whatever stopped me from doing that? Probably God knows what. I probably saw a shiny ball and forgot about it. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because it calms everybody down. Everybody down. Um, can we talk about Virginia Wilder, which was Little Mary? Wilder had a pretty great career. But I can't remember. She gave it up quite early, but she was in she was in the Philadelphia story with that's a great one. Cary Grant, Jimmy Spencer, Jimmy.
Stewart.
Why can't I remember these names?
Was it Jimmy
All right,
Stewart?
James Stewart. Yeah, Cary Grant. Kathryn Hepburn, and I cannot remember the fourth. But Virginia Wilder was her little sister, and she was pretty amazing. There's that one scene right after Mary tells her that. I mean, why do you wait till right before you get on a train to Reno to tell your kid you're getting a divorce? Seemed like a bad decision to me, but what happened?
Was not very nice. Yeah.
It was not a good decision. No. There's that part where she's laughing and she's like holding, I'm not like crying, holding onto that wall, and she was just begging,
That was awful.
alone. And I thought, oh, how that really got me. And then the mother, her mother, trying to talk her out of going, and how times have changed. Because I think if it happened here, now I'm not going to talk my daughter into staying for nothing, and just don't say anything. Um, and then when she said, we took each other's as equals, when Mary's doing that passionate thing where, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. And I guess they did think they were equals back then, but it was 1939 and you still had to go to Reno for 6 weeks to get a divorce.
Yeah.
And I've been to Reno. A friend of mine's father lived there, and we went, he died, and we flew in and we drove his car cross country. I live in Virginia. So I was in Reno. And let me tell you, I looked all over Reno for like a shirt from the women, on the train to Reno. Nothing.
Like
I
a
was
plaid
pissed.
shirt? Oh, or just any shirt.
Like you think it, like there'd be the women, maybe
Yeah.
because they have little souvenir shops. Nothing.
Oh.
I was so mad, but I
Oh,
was in Reno. I was in Reno, and
She I
we
wonder.
landed in Reno.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
That made me think of Norma Shearer's blouse that she wore, that plaid blouse. I wondered if it was that Irving Thalberg had been dead and wasn't around to make sure she got, I don't know, the same kind of quality clothing or the best shots or whatever. Because the last movie, when I think of Norma Shearer, I think of her as Marie Antoinette. And so she's wearing,
Right.
gorgeous gowns and the gorgeous hair, and she's got her perfect she's always shot just looking over to the side up in the sky, right, with the open mouth grin because she was
Oh
cross-eyed,
yeah.
so they couldn't shoot her straight on, so she's
Yes.
always, like, looking up out the window at a bird or something, and I saw
Yeah.
her in this, I was shocked. Her hair was awful. Her head looked like
Mm,
a heart shape. I thought her hair was bad, her clothes were bad, except for
yeah.
that one black gown during the confrontation scene. But then, yeah, that plaid shirt they had her in Reno, I just ugh.
It actually matched the like day bed she was on.
Yes, it
You remember? It
terrible.
did.
It was
I
awful.
pictured blue check. I don't know if it was like blue check or red check or one of them was blue, but on camera it was like a mess.
Yeah, it was
It was
not
a
good.
mess. So that's funny that you even mentioned that because yeah, her shirt matched the daybed.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I thought if Irving had been
I was
alive,
like,
that would
what?
not have happened. Mm.
You've seen her in Marie Antoinette, but she's done a lot of. She did like the Gay Divorcee, and that's not to be confused with the Gene Kelly with the Fred Astaire movie. She did a lot of Good Girl, Married
Oh,
to Cads, uh, where she had she went from. There's one movie and I can't remember the name of it, where she goes from a very frumpy wife, her husband has an affair. Um, and then she reemerges as this little sex kitten. And this is pre-code. Um,
oh,
yeah, pre-code. You could get a lot away with a lot
yeah,
before those codes came in. So I think it might have gone back to she was supposed to be a plain Jane wife, not a plain Jane. She was supposed to be a wife and a mother, and they certainly dressed her as so.
yeah.
And like Paulette Goddard was, stealing a man, so she was slightly more sexy. She had I think that robe she wore right after they got into that fight, Sylvia and her got into that fight. Um, she had her leg out, and even they were putting the iodine on it. That was slightly sexy, but she was stealing Sylvia's husband.
Yeah.
Um,
She really
the
got bit,
Countess.
though.
Yeah, I think she actually did really get
She
bit. They
she
kind
bit
of
her.
got carried away. I
She
love
really bit
that
her.
scene. I love that scene. That is the funniest scene. Countess
Yeah.
takes that clip out of her pocket, and shows up flawless. Teresa, yes, l'amour, l'amour. Um, the ways that she just hands Miriam, now I can remember the names, that paper, that piece of the paper, and then the one with all the girls, the one with all of the girls, she was kind of dressed as a plain Jane too. um I guess Rosalind Russell, she had that out there style with the dress with the eyes on them and stuff like that, and they're like going to that club. Can you imagine there being a club where you can get electrolysis, um exercise, manicures, perms? Can you imagine there? I mean, I'm wondering in 1939 in New York, were there places like that a
Mhm.
woman would go to just to overhaul herself? Yeah, because today we have a gym, but they're not taking waxing you and giving you beauty treatments and exercising you, and I don't even know what a paraffin bath is. Sylvia mentions that. I'm catching a cold. Hold on. Sylvia mentions that when what is that woman's name with all these children? I can't remember her screen name.
Oh.
But when she comes in and says, "I told the press about Mary ripping off the crystal woman's dress," and she was like, "Where did you hear that?" And she said, "From you." Um, yeah, and then she Sylvia tells the story. Well, just let it ride. What happened to that woman when about her? She jumped off that building. She jumped out of the. I don't even remember her name. I mean, I'm like, that is like, well, you would have a little. I don't even know if they. That's why I would love to go back, like 1930s, maybe just for a day, just for a day or two. I want to see if these places existed. They had to have. I mean, I guess they had to have.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know either. I find it absolutely fascinating
Wait, I am
that you
thinking.
just had to.
I'm having a memory. I thought that spa was based on a real place, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, it's. I know that Black's Fifth Avenue was based on obviously Saks. She works at Black's. Yeah, Miss Potter was her name. Um, I just find all that fascinating. That women, that's all they really had to do. Well, I ain't gonna say most women. I won't say most women because, as we know, probably a lot of our, uh, grandmothers and such probably had a job because things did change. But that women of that class just did nothing to do all day but buy clothes and go have their hair done and manicures and lunches and going to the dinner, the theater, and then dinner, blah 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 blah. Hey, welcome back, Sass.
Hi, Sassy. I looked it up. It was based on Elizabeth Arden's New York salon on Fifth Avenue.
Oh, the Red Door. Elizabeth Arden with the go to the 20s before. Yeah, right, Dawn. Or go to or you could go. When the hit, Hollywood was not affected. Basically, I mean, they. In fact, I think more people went to movies because they needed to get out of their dull lives. So movies that were made in that period of the Depression were like, some of them are really opulent and, these show these huge, like Dinner at 8. All right, please tell me you've seen Dinner at 8.
No.
Oh
I haven't
my
seen it. I'm writing
God.
it down. I'm
Okay.
writing it down.
Dinner at 8 is on the lines of the Grand Hotel where you have a huge cast of, and in fact, the Barrymore brothers were also in Dinner at 8. They were in Grand Hotel, they were in Dinner at 8. So Dinner at 8. Hey Dwayne. How are you? Um uh it's oh my god, I'm trying to explain it. Obviously a woman, her and her husband are having a dinner in a week to host these lord and ladies of England, blah blah blah. Anyway, so you had these, it had Joe, Wallace Berry, um, Barrymore, both Barrymores, John and Lionel. You had oh god, Billy, help me, people.
Ellie Burke.
Thank you.
I'm looking at
And
Wikipedia.
also, okay, and then there was another one. It was the famous act. Name me the cast. Name me the cast.
Marie Dressler.
Marie Dressler. Okay, that's the one. That's the one.
Now, Irving
I love
Thalberg,
that.
didn't he rescue her? She couldn't get work, and he had seen her work, and isn't he the one who got, well, she was Canadian, right? Didn't
Yes,
he?
she was Canadian, and she
Yeah.
was in a lot of silent films.
Didn't he like bring
And
her into the talkies?
yeah, he
Yeah.
did. See, he was the Wonder Boy. That's what they called him.
Yeah.
I mean, because Marie Dressler, there was nothing cute about Marie Dressler. She was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of these people didn't transfer. There's two silent movies that I love. One of them, The It Girl with Clara, and one of them is called Daybreak, and they are both amazing. the It Girl. If you've never, I mean, it's hard to watch a silent film, but like Clara Bow, who was in the It Girl.
I love Clara Bow.
I do too. I adore, and I read her biography, and she had a sad life from start to finish.
She did. I read that too.
Yeah.
That was a good
Oh, it
book.
was
But yeah,
horrible.
she had
Her
a
mother tried to.
she had a very
Yeah, I
difficult
mean,
life.
the years that she was in the movies were good for her,
Yeah.
but she was dogged by, scandals and people trying to get her money and her dad.
Yeah. Shannon. Are we still here? Can y'all in the chat still can you hear me? Wonder what happened to Shannon. Uh-oh. I still see Shannon. I just can't hear. Oh, there you are.
I'm back. All right. Sorry. Yeah, my chat disconnected. Anyway, yeah, hers. That was such a sad life.
It was.
There's that actress I was talking about, Barbara Lamar, had a very similar life. But it just ended way early. She didn't make it. She's um a lot of God. There's so many silent actresses. I have a book called, what is it, Hairpins on High Heels.
Uh-oh. I think she disappeared again. I don't see her anymore. Can can she rejoin the hangout? Is this the thing where you have 5 minutes? A countdown? Okay. Do, do, do. We should tell a story. Has anybody else yeah, her Wi-Fi is. We should have a GoFund and get her own satellite, have it launched, and then she would always have great connectivity. Oh, let's see. Clara Bow. I love Clara Bow. And we must have, if there's only one biography of her, we must have read the same book. But Clara Bow's look always reminds me so much of Randy. Every time I see Randy, I think she looks like Clara Bow. I don't know if I've ever told her that. I might have said it in a chat once. It might, Teresa. I think that would be so much fun to do if we did a hangout where we watched a movie at the same time. When we watch movies here, I usually talk through the whole thing. Like, Mystery Science have you ever seen Mystery Science Theater 3000 with the guys and the guy and the robots? Oh, I love Scarlet Pimpernel was great. I like the remake of that too. Hey, there you are. Hi. Hi, Shannon. She's back. There was a remake of Scarlet Pimpernel where, what the heck was her name? Jane Seymour played his wife, played the Pimpernel's wife, and I can't remember who played the Pimpernel. It was brilliant. But yeah, Scarlet Pimpernel was great. Shannon, I could see you, but I can't hear you. Was it Jane Seymour? I think so.
Can y'all not hear me?
Hey,
Really?
you're back.
Surprise!
Yay.
Uh,
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Dang. Oh my God. Wait, I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
I swear for Jesus. Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay.
All right, Sassy Cat, I'm gonna email Twitter and pop you a link because my
I can see you, but I can't hear you. The Scarlet Letter. Sassy, I don't know if I saw an original. I saw the Demi Moore one. Eh. Yeah, I don't know. Some remakes aren't. Oh, it was Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman was in that movie with her. It's kind of a depressing movie. What else was really good? I love historical old movies. I loved Mary Queen of Scots with Vanessa Redgrave and my favorite Queen Elizabeth of all time is Glenda Jackson. She was fantastic. Oh, and there's a new movie coming out around Christmas that's oh god, what the heck's her name? Now I can't think of anybody's name either. It's a new movie about Mary Queen of Scots. Who played the oh god, now I can't think of any names. Queen Elizabeth is played by who's that Australian actress who was the girlfriend of the Joker? For Pete's sake, Harley Quinn. What was her name? She's gonna be Queen Elizabeth. The costumes look amazing. I can't wait for that movie. What is her name? Betty Davis was yeah, she was a good Queen Elizabeth. She did Private Lives of Essex and somebody. And Shannon, I don't think I muted you. I hope I didn't mute you. I don't think I did. She was Betty Davis Queen Elizabeth more than once. I'm remembering a black and white movie with Kathryn Hepburn as Mary Queen of Scots.
okay, did I unmute myself?
Hey, yes, you did. You're there. Hi. I took over.
Yeah, Betty Davis played I think she played Elizabeth a few times.
Okay.
She played her older. She played her with that's when that was with Errol Flynn. And she played her younger. And I can't remember what the premise was for that. I can't remember now, but I know she played it twice, just like I think Kathryn Hepburn's played it a couple times.
Huh. I love
I
those.
mean, well, if there's a new one coming out about Mary Queen of Scots and Elizabeth, I would love to see that.
Margot Robbie, that's her name.
There you go. Thank
Yeah,
you.
she's gonna be Queen Elizabeth. The costumes look so great. I always look when they have these movies come out to see, did they get the underwear right? Because if they don't have especially the women, if they don't have the right silhouette from the right kind of corset or, farthingales or whatever, it's not gonna look authentic, but the clothing looks really good. Sort of authentic, but with, like, a fresh take, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you seen the TV show Versailles?
No, not yet. I
It's
started the first episode.
I
Just
love
haven't gone for it.
Versailles. I love it. And
Mhm.
I wasn't I'm like mainly a history, like Henry VIII and all his, from
Yeah.
there. And so not so much France. And so I found myself watching the first episode of the first season of Versailles, right? And it was a cliffhanger, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not a cliffhanger; it's history. I can look this up. Yeah, I mean, duh.
What?
They,
So
they
what was the
impacted
cliffhanger?
Louis quite long. His all right. Louis has one son. Well, I think he has more than one that's going to take over. It's come to the people who want to overthrow Louis are going to took him out like pretending to be, family friends, and we're going to kill him, the boy. Um,
Oh gosh.
and they saved him, obviously, but they're compacting Louis's life into these 3 seasons, and it lived quite a long time.
Yeah.
But their next season of Versailles is the last, and it's only Channel 3. I mean, season 3. Sassy, why I can't find you on Twitter? Why? Sassy cat. Twitter. Hold on, I'm looking again. I'm obsessed with anything historical. I am. I'm a Sassy. I'm gonna have to get. What do you? Don't mess me up on that phone. All right. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a studio. Yes, I'm still going, but this is what I need for my future shows. I need a set. I need technical support. I need a cameraman. I need makeup. I need
Hats.
cue cards. I need hats. Thank you. I'm gonna have to have costumes. This shit right here ain't gonna cut it. What I'm doing now. Okay. He heard me. I don't think it's gonna happen, people.
It could happen.
But he heard me. These are my demands. If they're not met, they'll be held to pay. Set. I want things built for me. Costume and hats. God bless America.
You need to
And
go
not
fund.
listening. There you go. We need a GoFund.
Yeah.
Me and you both need a GoFund. And then everyone that comes on needs to GoFund. Because
Yeah.
it's gonna have to get better than this, people. There's a race in there. My God, if y'all can't hear that, you're crazy as hell. Now tomorrow night is the big one. Like this was like a little one. So tomorrow night they'll be in there screaming like morons until 12 o'clock tomorrow night. I'll get no sleep. But tonight was just a little one. Right, ready to go fun. Ready to go fun. Need to go fun and get people on Panner. Now I'm going to talk. Look, because all right, the bathroom scene. The bathroom, Crystal's bathroom.
I love that bathroom.
I do too. The transparent bathtub is all I can think about. I love everything about that bathroom. I love her eating chocolates and smoking and talking on the phone. I loved her dumping the oil. I loved her telling off that little married kid because, I mean, Mary got on my nerves after a while. Mary got on my nerves.
Yeah.
When Sylvia comes in, and she gets busted, she's like, "That's not an extension." And Rosalind Russell floats into that bathroom. Pretty much just tells her off. She's like, "I've gotten you into some of the very best homes, and the very best insults." And then there's the when she drops down, Krista's gonna take a shower, right? And Rosalind Russell picks up of whatever, of lotion. He goes, oh, I had this, it broke me out. I mean, that's just brilliant on her part. And then, of course, when Buck Winston calls, sassy, that kid got on my damn nerves. Thank you for saying that, because I feel horrible to kick that kid in the head. She was a little smart ass.
See, nobody liked her.
And then she said, it's my job to make mother happy. Nah, I didn't care. I didn't care about her. Good, kick her out, Crystal. I don't blame you. I don't like her. But oh, that bathroom, when that curtain drops down, Teresa, yes, that gives me life. Sylvia listening. Oh, when she picks side down at first, and then has to turn it around. You know, I mean, there's just so many brilliant moves that I wonder how much of it was, or how much of it was direction. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
It's just the little things. Just the little thing. I just loved. Oh my gosh, the Countess from start to finish. Excuse my son. He's lost his mind. Boy, nobody's beating up anybody. Stop it. Oh my God, my son is 16. Yes, you are. You act 5. Anyway, there was little Mary, Teresa. Oh, human bondage. Yes. Yes. Well, there's your Leslie Howard. Yes, darling, Mary was spoiled. I'd have thrown a sponge at her. I can't stand that kid. I don't like kids anyway. I have my own. I don't mind them. But even then,
you know who else had some great lines? The lady who was the trainer while Sylvia was exercising, and she just kept smack talking.
Oh, yes.
She had great lines. That was really good.
Yeah, rest your body from the neck down. Absolutely. There were so many. That's why I knew that Claire Booth Luce wrote it. But you know, there's a difference. And then well, I guess they're right. And then you have the screenplay. A book from a book to a screenplay, you know, a lot of times the author of the book doesn't do that because it just takes a special skill. You have to set up, you know, I mean, like when Ben Affleck and what's his head won for writing the screenplay for shit, I have no memory.
The Math.
The Good Will Hunting. You
Yeah.
have to start with like when you write a screenplay, it's your opening scene and you're describing the scene and you're describing who says what and what's going on. I can't imagine writing one. Honest to God, I don't know how anybody does it. But the play, I was thinking that probably Claire Booth Luce probably with screenplay. Because there was so much dialogue in that movie. Stories going on, but really around anyway. Little things like phone upside down and talking about the lotion that broke her out in a rash. I'm like, how much of that was Rosalind Russell, and how much of that was, you know, the writers? Because it was all brilliant to me.
Yeah.
The women, when I saw women, so yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. The women got me started. It got me started on old movies because I just found it fascinating. In fact, in my home right now, I've got a china hutch, and I don't have china in it. I've got little trinkets, and there's a black and white photograph of Irving Thalberg and Norma Shearer in a frame in my china cabinet with my family. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to look at. It's a great picture of them. Yeah, then I want to get one of the Thin Man series. I love the Thin Man, Marlowe. I was gonna put one of Nick and Nora Charles, who they played in the Thin Man, but and then I'm just gonna look weird. So I just keep the one picture of Norma Shearer in there, and people go like, "Oh, who's this?" Never mind. Never mind. You don't know. So Vertigo's a good movie. Like we could do a whole thing on how Alfred Hitchcock. He was a brilliant man, but slightly weird. Actually, all right. So now we have to go back to the bathroom. We're in the nightclub. Now, see, that's what I picture Claire Luce in a bathroom like that, on top of a building, listening to gossip from these two women and writing a play about it. So when I look at that setting of that bathroom, which, ladies, do we have bathrooms like that ever now? No.
No.
Ever. Oh, yes, you would, Teresa. If you would, I would give you a glass. Right. But is gotten ready, mother. Jungle Red. Jungle Red. Oh, and she's waiting. Yes. I've had time to grow nails, mother. Jungle Red. And I'm going to tell you what, Joan Fontana in the face, I can't. Her little mousy role, and it's her role. Don't get me wrong, it's her role. It was one of her first ever roles. I don't even know if she'd made Rebecca yet, or maybe it was right. They were right after each other. But her little mousy, whiny, oh Johnny, I want to punch her in the head. And then when she's trying to get Mary out of there, oh, I'm gonna go get Zoom. I'm like, God bless America. And so is Mary. Mary, hell up, you little turd. But when they put Rosalind Russell in that damn closet, and one of those women was an author. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She's the one that wrote the books. Her and Sylvia always argued. And that woman was just laughing. I think really laughing on her own, like when they get Sylvia in the closet, which is hilarious. But my favorite, when the Countess comes in and talks to publicity, the publicity, and get me a bromine and put some gin in it. Hey, Jesus. I mean, and but my favorite line of any movie ever is when Crystal walks out of that bathroom and says, "There's a name for you ladies, but it's not used in high society outside of a kennel." I remember my jaw drop is called them a bitch.
Yeah, that was
that was the most brilliant. That's what got me with to love old movies, because the things that they implied were sexier or worse than actually doing or saying them. When they applied, like in in Mildred Pierce, when they're at the beach house and they're sitting in the the fire's going and they start kissing and she goes, "Monty, the record." Well, they're having sex. I mean, but they don't show her legs in the air. Thank God, they gave us enough credit to know they probably having sex. I love that line too, Teresa. I love that line. My favorite. God damn, how many times does Tammy Sully go live in a day? For love of Jesus, she goes live 17 times a day. Sorry, back to what I'm saying. She does. I don't even know. I don't know why I get live 7 times a day. I don't want my cards and mean streams. Just stop it. Anyway, Tassie, the dialogue's better. They didn't need special effects. With the author or authors or people who made movies gave the audience a whole lot more credit. Movie makers give us now. Anything that's implied, I think, is so much sexier than things that are just. Bleh. Well, I guess that's why I like those movies. I'm smart enough to watch them. I don't know. And you can sit down, like my kids love The Thin Man. I've made my kids watch the Thin Man series because it's, they're not. What? Yes, you did, the Thin Man series.
You didn't make me.
No, I didn't make you, but you've seen the Thin Man series, and they're not bad. They're funny.
What's the name again?
It's William Powell, Myrna Lloyd, Nick and Nora Charles with the little dog. Oh, anyway.
Oh!
Yes, Sassy. I ain't even get into that. My God, that. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. Oh, Dwayne, you like this deal of all of them. I love Myrna Lloyd. I love William Powell. Do what? Oh. William Powell was so brilliant. Myrna Lloyd was too. Burt Reynolds. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Monday, I looked on Turner Classic Movies, and Citizen Kane was coming on. All right, later on that day, my husband and I went and did some. I don't know what we went and went for store or something. We came back. He said, "Ever is coming on tonight," and I went, "Citizen Kane," and he said, "No, Cannonball Run." Cannonball Run. And I'm like, I don't know how this marriage is working. I don't know how this is working. Hey, Citizen Kane, I hate that movie. I don't get it.
It wasn't good.
Thank you very much. People say it was the best film ever. I don't get it. I think Orson Welles. Oh yeah, it's down as one of the best. I don't understand it. I mean, William Randolph Hearst and his life loosely, because William Randolph Hearst tried to sink his career before it came out.
Mm.
But I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I watched it. I'm like, okay, what am I missing? There's obviously, hey, SM, obviously there's something I'm missing. And I would watch it again. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty much there's. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad, because I'll say that around people and they look at me like I'm crazy. And I think the only reason they look at me like I'm crazy is they've never seen it. I'm not crazy. Thank you very much. I'm the same way with any Marlon Brando. The only Marlon Brando movie I liked was Streetcar Named Desire.
Yeah.
As a person, I do not like. Get out. If you want to talk about movies, start your own show, Mr. Orr. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care for Marlon Brando as a person. I think he's gross. Yeah, Mr. 681. So the only film that I liked that he ever made, and I know he made some good ones, was Streetcar Named Desire, and that's only because Vivian Leigh was in it. But I still like it. I don't like Orson Welles. I tried to watch several of his movies, and I'm like, you're just you're trying a little too hard. Right, Teresa. I think Street probably that was a flawless performance. I know, Sassy. I know. Godfather, I know. I don't care for him. He was just a horrible person, and so I can't like him. I just can't like him. There's one movie that Oh my goodness.
I'm laughing at Teresa's comment.
It's Elizabeth. Oh, Teresa. Thank you. She's right. Marlon Brando is always sweaty, greasy looking. And
Like you.
of course, goodbye. Get out of my studio, Kathryn.
It's the kitchen.
I've got the cat back now, too. Take the cat with you. Go on, Junior. Take the cat with you. Hold on, the cat's back. Get him off here and take him in there. Because then Harry Styles is coming and all the rest of them. All right, well, never mind. Leave the cat. All right, if he's taking a swipe at you, leave it. It's not a place in the sun. Where's it? The place in the sun. Place in the sun is Elizabeth Taylor, Montgomery Clift, and
Was that the movie where she was
they're at the
crazy?
lake, right? He kills. All right, that. All right, actually, I got them mixed up because there's a line, and I've got two movies in my mind. There's one where, all right, Montgomery Clift kills his pregnant girlfriend because he's in love with Elizabeth Taylor, who's rich, and then that is.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that
All
was
right, and then
that's based on a true story.
that was, yeah.
Yeah,
And then there's the one where cousin Sebastian, Tennessee. I was getting ready to say Tennessee Ernie Ford. Tennessee Ernie Ford did not write that. A place in the sun. Okay, right. Tennessee Ernie played. Did y'all know that? Sure, it's true. Tell everybody that.
That's funny.
All right, so there's a place in the sun. The uncle of the cousin Sebastian and Elizabeth Taylor. She was in a sanitarium because Katharine Hepburn, who was her aunt, suddenly last summer, Teresa, you win. Yes. Okay, thank you. Now I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. Don't matter.
I thought you were talking about Raintree County.
Oh, that one too. Now see, that was another one they did together. He had his wreck during Raintree County. He had that really horrible wreck in Raintree County. You can tell the part he filmed before and the part he filmed after.
Really?
Because his face was so scarred up.
Oh.
Did you know he had a really bad wreck?
No, I didn't know. I just remembered it as another movie where Elizabeth Taylor was bonkers.
A crazy ass, yeah. Well, they were actually best friends. They were best friends, and the settling last summer, and then all these other films. So during Raintree County, she had a party up. She lived on top of a hill, and she was married at the time. And she had a party, and he was driving home from the party, and he hit a tree, and everybody ran down there, and Elizabeth Taylor dug his teeth out of his throat so he could breathe. That's how bad the wreck was.
Wow.
And his face was sliced open, and you can look. In fact, if you Google it, you can see what he shot after. He was never right after that wreck. I mean, it nearly killed him. And Elizabeth Taylor held his head, jumped in there with him, held his head, and dug his teeth out of his throat so he could breathe.
Wow.
And it's really interesting to go back and look at this because you can really tell. I mean, it was a horrible. He just got scarred, mangled, and as much as they could do back then. I mean, he was. You can really tell if you go back and look. If you Google before the wreck and after the wreck, Raintree County, it's a huge difference. Huge difference. And that made him just crazy, and it made him drink, and it ended up killing him, basically. And back then you couldn't be gay, you couldn't be bisexual. You just wasn't, well, you could, but there was a price to pay, and they weren't gonna let Montgomery Clift live his own life. He was drawing in money. Just like with Rock Hudson, they're not going to let Rock Hudson tell people he's gay. You know, sad but true. And the pain he suffered afterwards, and the alcohol, he just slowly went down. Just suicide I've ever seen in my life. But I say that about everybody that I see that drinks a lot. It's the slowest suicide I've ever seen in my life. Right, Sass, yeah. And Mickey Rourke, well, you know, Mickey Rourke, God love him. What killed him was his own plastic surgery.
Mickey Rourke's
I
dead.
said, yeah, there's a little story. I can't believe you didn't know about that. Yeah, she saved his life on Montgomery Cliff. And he was almost dead. I guess they heard it from the house. And can you imagine in that little tight waisted, all those beautiful dresses she had? And I don't know. I love Rock Hudson too, Teresa. I love Rock Hudson, Tony Randall, and Doris Day. Those three with Pillow Talk, Lover Come Back, and Send Me No Flowers. My favorite film of theirs. Yeah, just his face is dead. You're right. You're right. Oh God, now Axel just got fat. I mean, we all do. But Axel, bless his heart. You're right, Don. All right, so what do we want to? I'll tell you what, because it's 10 o'clock. We've been on for 2 hours. We have meandered our way through this. Jetting off on many streams of thought. So down below, or on my Twitter or Iridium's Twitter, DM us what you want to see, what y'all want to do next. No, Mickey Rourke isn't dead. Just his face is dead. But give us your what you want to see more, and we'll do this in another couple days. His Girl Friday, we could do it. Movies of the 30s, because I'm telling you, I mean, I'm begging y'all to somebody please say Jean Harlow. Please say Jean Harlow.
Jean Harlow.
I love Jean Harlow. How did you know I loved her? I can't believe you knew that. But His Girl Friday, we gotta get Iridium up on Rosalind Russell. Loved her. Thank God she showed up. She didn't know she loved Rosalind Russell.
I didn't know.
We've convinced. I know you didn't know. Didn't know. Oh, the homework. God, Sassy. Well, do you want His Girl Friday is on Netflix. Do y'all want to watch His Girl Friday? And we talk about Rosalind Russell and Cary Grant and can't remember his name. Pick a Jane Harlow movie, Sassy Cat. Oh my jeez. Hold on. It is so good. But so is Red Dust, China Seas, Bombshell, actress, Wife versus Secretary, Libel Lady. I mean, I could go on. There's too many. I couldn't pick a favorite. It'd be like picking a favorite child. None of them are my favorite. Sorry, honey. No, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. But don't tell Vaughn. I did just say it. Yeah, you're right, Teresa. All right, so let's watch His Girl Friday. It's on Netflix. It's never up to me, Sass. It's never up to me. I can't make decisions. So I'll tell y'all to watch every single one from now to then. Every movie you can find. That's what I'll tell you to do. And grab some books. I'm gonna get my books out and give you my go-to what? My fucking cat is back on the goddamn counter. Junior, go away.
Don't push him into my lap.
Anyway. All right, well, we'll figure it out. All right, everybody watch it. His Girl Friday. Everybody watch it. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix. James Dean, what do you mean? Jimmy K, your bet. SM, we can do that. We can do that. And then maybe we'll watch that. We'll give each other a week to watch that. And then maybe I'll just pop on. We'll pop on and we'll just talk movies in general. Because staying on one is very hard. I just realized it's very, very hard.
It is hard.
It is really hard. So if we talk about eras or people or whatever, I don't think we can go wrong. So I want to thank Iridium and I want to thank all of y'all. And we'll pop back up. I'll put a list of my books on Twitter.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and please know that I got all of them on Amazon used for $1. Because I ain't buying no little books. But I'll put a list of those on. I'll go get a list right now, as a matter of fact. And I will talk to you all. I love you.
Thanks,
I love you
everybody.
all. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. You're brilliant. And I'm going to right now. I'm excited. So, bye, guys.
Bye.